seeing what comes up for you. You'll be surprised at what surfaces when you remove the barriers of fear, criticism, and self-doubt. Let the inspiration...
In a quarter mile, take the Vermont 289 West ramp.
Let the inspiration rise to the surface, but then don't get caught up in thinking. Allow your true dreams to reveal themselves without shutting them down. To a mind without the limits of thinking, anything is possible. If you want to stay alive, nourish your body. If you want to feel alive, nourish your soul. Chapter 10. Nothing is either good or bad. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. William Shakespeare. Picture a piano with 88 keys.
Take the Vermont 289 West ramp, then merge onto Vermont 289 West.
Piano with 88 keys. When we look at a piano, we don't point out specific keys and say they are bad or wrong. We only think a particular key is wrong if it sounds unpleasant in the context of a piece of music. Outside of the context of a song, the piano has no wrong keys, only notes that can be combined in infinite ways. Just like how there are no wrong keys on the piano, there are no wrong decisions in life, only different paths. All we have to do is choose which to take. If we categorize paths as right or wrong, we close ourselves off from the ocean of opportunities available to us. Now, when I say there is no right or wrong, I don't mean this is a license to cause harm. It is absolutely not. What I mean is there is not one correct path when navigating our personal decisions on this journey of life. Knowing there is no right or wrong relieves us of the pressure to choose the right one. Take, for example, a hike up a mountain. On this hike, there will be different spots where you can stop to look at the view. There are no wrong spots to stop to take in the magnificence of nature. And by being open to all places, we can see the view from different vantage points we haven't seen before. If you judge an option too soon, you may be missing out on the most beautiful view yet. Even an option that seems less may hold unexpected benefits if you explore it further. Instead of looking for right or wrong, good or bad, look for truth without judgment.
In half a mile, turn left onto Vermont 2A South.
Judgment. But beware of falsehoods that you may have convinced yourself are the truth. The truth is rarely in the extremes, but somewhere in between. The actual truth is not subjective. If it is true for one person, but not for another, then it is not a universal truth. Look for what is universally true for every conscious human being on the planet, no matter who they are, where they're from, and what their background may be. That is the truth, and where you'll find everything you've been searching for. Remember that the truth is only ever inside, so don't try to look for it outside of you. What you obtain externally can always be lost, but what you find within yourself can never be taken away.
At the light, turn left onto Vermont 2A South.
An intelligent person is constantly learning. A wise person is always unlearning. Chapter 11. How to follow your intuition. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Steve Jobs. Although there are no right or wrong decisions we can make, just like there are no right or wrong keys on a piano, there are decisions that are more aligned with us than others, depending on the context. So then, how do we choose which path to take? When we make decisions, we want to rely on non-thinking.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Susie Wilson Bypass.
Rely on non-thinking. The more we try...
At the light, turn right onto Susie Wilson Bypass.
The more we try to think analyze, and ask for outside opinions, the more it causes unnecessary anxiety and frustration. Most of the time, we
Continue for 1 mile.
Most of the time, we already know deep down what to do. This is often referred to as your intuition, gut feeling, or inner wisdom. When we seek outside counsel, we're actually just looking to confirm what our intuition is already telling us. But inviting an outside opinion will more than likely lead to more self-doubt. Only you can know what is right for you. No one else can tell you this. There will be mentors and teachers who can offer guidance, but the best ones will tell you to listen to your intuition and look within yourself for the answer. The truth is only ever within you. This is why many of us experience regret after following another's advice. Deep down, we know we shouldn't have ignored our instincts. Your intuition will always lead you to where you need to go. It is a real-time inner navigation system that will tell you when to take a detour and which path to follow if you encounter a roadblock. It will guide you to exactly where you need to go, but the path it takes may surprise you. Do not doubt yourself. Trust that your intuition is bringing you exactly where you need to be. So what does following your intuition look like? When you're following your intuition, you're tapped into something greater than yourself. You're in a state of non-thinking and in direct connection with the universe. Intuition is not...
In a 1/4 mile, use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto Vermont 15 West.
Intuition is not a form of thinking. It's a sense of knowing. You're not thinking about what to do. You just know what to do. It's not about making the right choice, but about trusting yourself and understanding you are...
At the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto Vermont 15 West.
Yeah.
Understanding you are choosing what is best for your current situation. Instead of trying to make a decision based on whether something is right or wrong, good or bad, make it based on the decision that feels most expansive and aligned with who you are and what you value most. Your intuition will tell you what that choice is when you ask. When you follow your intuition, you are guided by an innate intelligence we all have, and you will always know what you need to do. To return to a concept from a previous chapter, trusting your intuition is how you operate when you're in a flow state. When you're in this zone,
continue on Vermont 15 West for 2 miles.
In this zone, tasks seem effortless, and you open yourself up to information and opportunities beyond your logical mind. Intuition is how mothers know how to take care of their newborns without having much or any training. It's how you know your friend may not be fine, even though they say they are. You likely use your intuition more often than you're aware of. When considering intuition, many automatically assume it's only used within creative tasks and projects, but it is also highly useful in navigating life whenever there may not be one obvious right answer. It is that gut feeling that tells us to leave or to start a relationship or job, or to move to a new place. It tells us when to marry someone or start a family, what new thing we should try, or which old habit we should stop, and whether to talk to a stranger who might end up becoming a close friend. It is that still, quiet voice that always nudges us towards the things we need, and the things that will help us grow most in the moment. Fear keeps us where we are. Intuition leads us to who we want to be. This does not mean we should not use our intellect, logic, and reason. Rather, it is about using them without negative judgment and trusting our intuitive decisions so that we don't end up in a spiral of overthinking and suffering. The key is to use our thoughts instead of thinking. For example, if we are cooking with a recipe or brainstorming new ideas for work, we want to use our thoughts to help guide us. This means neutrally observing the situation and responding accordingly, but without attaching judgment to it. Too often, our thinking will kick impossible, and therefore irrational to attempt. But we do not live in a world of impossibility. We live in a world of infinite possibilities. Following our hearts can be risky, but we guarantee our unhappiness when we do not.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Dion Street.
Your intuition is usually the choice that makes you feel a tinge of fear, because it requires you to step into the unknown to create a new reality.
Take the next right onto Dion Street, then turn left onto LaFontaine Street.
To create a new reality.